What's going on, guys? Welcome back to your Lake Fork Guide. Man, I am so excited about today's video. Guys, this is my favorite pattern of the year, man. I love this when it comes up. It is a pre-spawn big time warming trend on Lake Fork in the middle of January. It don't really get a whole lot better than this. You guys are going to want to watch this one.
Now we're talking. Welcome to Lake Fork, folks.
So in today's video, we're going back to the GOAT Lake. That's right, we're headed to Lake Fork, Texas, man. And I'm excited about it, as you guys can probably tell by the tone in my voice. And I was excited when we went on this day. And here's the deal, we are on day 2 of a 3-day pretty major warming trend. Like, we've got the lows overnight in the 50s, even one night, the overnight low is going to be like 62 or something like that. So really big warming trend for us coming up. And man, that always tends to push these fish up shallow. And those fish, when they push into that shallow water, and that's the warmest water they've felt in a while, they usually get to feeling pretty good. And you can throw a winding bait around and they bite pretty good. So we're going out today to try and see if we can get some of them fish to fire off on that deal. And I'm looking forward to that. But one thing that I know about this pattern that's kind of a misconception or misunderstood or just gets left behind and lost in the mix, so to speak, is I don't think people understand how far back we're talking. Guys, we're talking about going as far back as you can get your boat. And what you're not going to see before the first fish catch is when I start this day, I start in the middle of the day. I don't have a lot of time to fish, but I'm going to start middle of the day, and I'm going to start kind of 2/3 of the way out, middle of the creek, and fish my way all the way back, because in my mind, what I was thinking was, man, these fish might not have got all the way back there yet, because we're on day 2 of a 3-day warming trend. So I know these fish are pulling in. And in my mind, I was kind of doubting, will these fish be all the way back there yet? So basically what I do is I get around the creek channel halfway into the creek and fish, fan cast out around on the upside, fish in the creek channel, just go fishing and cover water from about midway back in the creek all the way to the back. And lo and behold, I did not get a bite until my trolling motor basically couldn't even go without me raising it up when I went outside the creek channel. I'm talking about so far back that we had to keep the boat in the channel to make the boat float, is where I got my first bite. And that's where you guys are about to catch up with me right now. So let's just get on into it.
That belly lick, give them the ear scratch and the belly lick. They'll come back and see you. Skeeter's fired up. So, not a bad little fish, solid little fish right there. It looks like almost either a real young female. It looks like kind of just a male, normal male, kind of run-of-the-mill male bass out here. They're pretty big for males, but explain to you guys what's going on. So, man, we are so far back in the creek, you wouldn't believe it if I told you this January. Not, guys, I mean to tell you now. The bottom of the channel in here is maybe 2 to 3 foot, maybe. Some areas it's not even that deep. I've been having to work my trolling motor, pick it up. I had to get on a big motor to push over a shallow part I got stuck in earlier. I mean, we're so far back in the creek, and the water outside of this channel is like this deep. And right here, this channel makes a bend and goes that way, and I just walked that line, that edge going down that way, and caught that fish. I mean, it's, you know, what is it, January 15th, I think it is, or something like that, somewhere in there, 17th maybe. But it's middle of January, slap middle of January. We got these warming trends. You see my attire, I'm wearing flip-flops and shorts. And I cannot express to you how bad people miss it. The last boat I saw was about a mile, maybe half a mile, back at the mouth of this creek. That's the last boat I saw coming back in. I ain't seen another boat anywhere in this neighborhood. People just miss the boat on just how far back into these creeks you got to push. The warmest water on this lake right now is from here back, and it's about to turn right up here. It turns into nothing but a channel. There won't be even any water outside of the channel when I get right up there within a few cast length. And that's the first that I fished all the way back from a couple thousand yards back that way. I've been fishing my way all the way back here, and the first bite I get is almost to the very end. So, but here's the good news. Sometimes they can be watered up in here. So it's my first day chasing this pattern on Fork. we can produce a few more bites. Did you like that? Did you like that fish catch? Yeah, you like it when we catch a fish, huh? So here's another reason. Look at Skeeter, she wants to eat it. Yes, my dog eats hydrilla and coontail. There's another reason these fish are going to be back here. There's some coontail starting to pop up. Y'all can see that. Just little patches. It's not enough to really fish it with a trap or a chatterbait real hard yet. Look at Skeeter. Skeeter's eating my grass down. You see a little nibble there, bug. Look at her. I think that's enough, Skeeter. She's mad I threw away her snack. Alright, there's another one, folks. Another solid little chunk. Skeeter's got to get her little part done. Give him a little belly lick, Skeeter. Give him a little belly lick, girl. That girl. Oh, she's fired up. She loves it. There you go, folks. Another solid Lake Fork bass. I mean, like I said, we ain't nothing but a channel. My boat will not go outside of the creek channel back here where we're at. Good job, Bug. Good job. Skeeter, get off the rods. We'll get... Here we go, folks. Skeeter bug. Come on, get you. Ooh, that's a good bite. He knocked slack in it. Little fish. Pretty small fella. Skeeter, gotta get her piece of the action here. Good girl, Skeeter bug. Good girl. Or she said, look at the tail. Yeah, man. She loves it. We love it. Hopefully you love it. Skeeter, what do I do with your fish? Where did he go? I know it. He left us. Now we're talking. Welcome to Lake Fork, folks. Get back off the rods. See what these big rods do. We love with them bigs. Watch out. Hey guys, wanted to take a moment today to introduce you to the LGB rod series. These are the rods that you've been seeing on the channel for quite some time now. We designed these last summer and we've been fishing for them for quite a while. Been selling them since the end of the summer. And man, these rods have come out just, they've exceeded all the expectations I ever could have had for them. Number one, the blanks are actually made here in America. That's extremely rare and difficult to find blanks that are truly built right here in the good old USA. That means something to me. Hopefully it means something to y'all as well, but it's what I want to stand for. American made product right here. And it's the LGB series, because you know what? We talking about America. Let's go Brandon, if you know what I mean. Hey, these rods are, like I said, blanks built here in America. They're assembled one at a time by hand right here at Lake Fork by an individual that I work with. And I've designed all of these links and powers and everything on these rods I've designed myself to be the best rod that I've ever fished. And they've hit that mark, guys. I've been fortunate enough to work with several different rod companies over the years, and I've had a lot of really expensive rods in my hands. This one tops them all. We've got carbon fiber grips, our standard option. You can change that grip option in our custom option on the website. But we've got these carbon fiber grips. That's the lightest grip I've been able to find. It makes the rod extremely light, along with the blanks that we're using in the construction. Very light rod, very sensitive. But here's the deal that I'm probably most proud of. These rods have a lot of power. They're very tough. And number one, they're very durable. So far, we've sold quite a few rods now, and we have had zero complaints, zero emails, zero people hitting us up saying, hey, this blank broke, or this guide fell off, or insert popped. We've had zero component failure and zero breakage on any of our rods.
And that's probably the thing I'm most proud of, because here at Your Lake Fork Guide, when we come out with a product, we want you guys to be able to trust that you're getting the best money can buy. We want, you know, if we're going to release something, we want it to be a top-notch product. And I really feel like we've done that here. Not only did these rods perform as good as any on the market, but man, they hold up as good or better than any on the market. So go check out the LGB rods from Your Lake Fork Guide at yourlakeforkguide.com, or you can go see them in person at the tackle store at Lake Fork Marina. Let's go, Brandon. Alrighty guys, there you go, man. That's not a giant by any means, but that's a pretty darn solid fish. It shows you some of these females. That may be a big male on this lake, honestly. But pre-spawn's fully on, man. These fish are pulling up super shallow, right around the creek channels, ditches, drains, all the little low spot in the shallow flat you can find. It's just getting started. That's the beautiful thing, man. We at the front edge of this. I was worried a little bit in the beginning. We might be beating some of these fish back here. They might not quite be back here yet, but they piling in as the day goes on, that's for sure. Ain't that right, Bug? Oh yeah. What do you think, Skeeter? Here we go, folks. Skeeter, get that leg. Skeeter, you don't like that one? Okay, you like it a little bit, okay. She didn't like that one at first, folks. That was kind of funny. There's another little one. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, let's see if I can get this sucker to do this. Oh my gosh. It's a big old sucker on a jerkbait and stumps. That's not good. 12-pound line and stumps, jerkbait. Just take my time the best I can. It's the biggest one of the day. He's barely got a hook. Don't you shake off, you big old joker. Come here and be tired. Open that mouth for me. There you go. What about that, Skeeter? What do you think, Scoob? Oh man, this poor fish never knew what hit him when that old. Look at here, this oldie but goodie right here, folks. The old rogue, the old rattling rogue, floating one. That's a pretty good stud right there. That's a pretty good one right there, folks at home. Now listen, I had thrown a white chatterbait in there and got a short bite on it 2 or 3 times, and I had that old rogue tied on, and I literally threw it up there and just reeled it because it's real shallow, like I told y'all, and this is right outside the channel, and I literally held my rod up and reeled it, and that fish come up and swirled on it and got that one hook in the top of her nose, and luckily she stayed pinned. Pulled out an old school trick on them right there. Solid one. Oh gosh. Come up here, Chuck. Pretty darn good on good. Pretty doggone good right there. Another good, like 3.5 pounder right there. Skeeter, get your lick. Go ahead, baby girl. Gotta give them the ear scratch and the belly lick. They like that, folks. They come back and see you when you do that right there. Skeeter, say bye. Bye.
Folks at home, that's going to probably just about be the last, probably going to be the last catch. I really need to get going. I'm going to be late for my kids' basketball practice if I don't pick up and leave. But they have started to bite. Caught that fish right there. Caught that last big one, actually off this stuff I'm sitting next to right now. And caught the one before that right there, and the one before that right over there. That other big one was right over there, right in there. So it's gotten good here lately, which is normal in the afternoon. We'll explain all that here in a minute. I gotta get going. Unfortunately, I hate it. It's driving me crazy. Hey guys, as always here at your Lake Fork Guide, we're always trying to find ways to help you have more success on your trips, especially here at Lake Fork. As you can see, I'm standing in the lake. It's low. Look at all those stumps sticking out of the water. I know for a lot of you guys, that's gonna cause you to maybe hesitate to come to Lake Fork, hesitate to navigate to certain parts of the lake. Well, I can help you out. We have developed the Your Lake Fork Guide Pro Lanes over the past year while this lake has been low, and I have idled to every corner of this lake, marking navigable lanes into all these corners. Now, our lanes are gonna come with, number one, more lanes than any other boat lanes ship out there. Number two, we're gonna have more hazard waypoints that let you know when hazards are getting close to our marked rights of travel. And number three, we're gonna have variable running depth. So we're gonna have one set of lanes that's gonna be good to run at 6 foot low and above. Right now we're at 5 foot low. So those 6 foot lanes, you can get it on those. Then we've also got another set of lanes that's marked for 3 foot low and above. Once the lake comes up 3 more feet, you'll be able to navigate through basically any corner of this lake once we get to 3 foot low, which hopefully we will achieve this spring coming up. So go check out the Your Lake Fork Guide Pro Lanes at yourlakeforkguide.com or at the tackle store at Lake Fork Marina, and you can start navigating Lake Fork just like a pro. Go ahead. Ah, get out of the water, Skeeter. He's gonna pee right there in the water. Now get out of the water. You gotta ride home, dummy. Skeeter, that way. Out of the water. No. Just living our best life, folks. So that's gonna do it for us out here today on the Goat Lake, man. It's kind of lived up to your reputation today. Only got to fish about 3.5, 4 hours, about what I got as far as on the water time, because I had to get all the way back to the ramp, and then of course I'm about to head straight to basketball practice right now. That was my first day chasing that backwater, shallow water. I mean, get there far. I'm talking about warming trend bite, like get as far back in the creek. You guys saw what we did. That bite today was my first day chasing that. Skeeter is having the time of her life running all over Lake Fork Marina's parking lot right now. And we're breaking the rules. You're not supposed to have a dog here without a leash. But she's the only one out here, so we're just having a good time. Anyways, man, hope you guys learned something from that. Just trust me, you're not getting far enough back. However far back you are, it ain't far enough. Like, you gotta get it. Push it. Push your boat to its limits of how far back you can get it. That's where you want to go when you get these warming trends like we talked about earlier in the beginning of today's video. So, that being said, if you want to see some spots like that, some examples, you can always go subscribe to the Fish Life app Lake Fork Premium Package. You will find these spots that we're catching fish on that app. We've got an even warmer night tonight and an even warmer day tomorrow, and we got clouds and a little bit of rain and some wind. So I'm coming back here tomorrow. I'm bringing the cameras back tomorrow, and I'd be willing to bet here in a few more days you guys are going to see another video. It will be 24 hours from now, and I bet she won't stay out of the water. I'll be willing to bet the next video you guys are going to see a freaking mega bag on Lake Fork doing that exact same pattern. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. We'll see you next time right here on your Lake Fork Guide. Got a bank fisherman. Got my truck. One of the many reasons January might be my favorite month on Lake Fork. Y'all need to get out here in January. I'm just telling y'all, January and early February, you're missing out, dog.